Good afternoon and welcome back to our channel. My name is Shamika and I am the founder and creator of the NOSA Group, and we're glad to have you here hanging out here on our YouTube channel. And if you haven't gotten a chance, definitely feel free to go ahead and subscribe to our channel to get more information. So this month, we've been talking about a hot topic in our industry, which has been LinkedIn and presentation skills, all the things around like actually doing the steps of marketing your business to a client and what that looks like. And today our topic is on learning good presentation skills. So when I think about presentations, we do it in our lives more than we realize. But one of the nice things about doing a presentation is the ability to really connect with your audience, to have like a presentation where they feel like they've gotten what they needed, and you as a presenter also feel like you've gotten the response that you wanted. So you want to make sure that your presentation gives you the ability to deliver compelling and informative information to your audience. It's an essential skill for success in any business and in really any element of your life. Whether you're pitching your services to potential clients, providing training for your staff, or delivering a keynote speech at a conference, having strong presentation skills can make all the difference in how your message is received. Strategies to improve your presentation skills. So I know as NOSAs, sometimes we have the knowledge, we have the information, we may even have the clients in place, but we still want to make sure that we have the other skills that are equally as important. And that looks like your soft skills, like your computer and technology, presentation, sales skills, um, that allow you to take your business to the next level. So those are things that you also want to make sure that you spend time working on and improving upon. So here are a few strategies for you. Know your audience. So do your research. Know who you're talking to. Know why they've come, why they decided to be a part of this particular presentation, what they're looking to get out of it. And sometimes you can get that information on the front end. So make sure that you research your audience, understand their needs and interests. This will help you tailor your presentation to their specific needs and ensure that your message resonates with them. And using the example around marketing to your client, like a potential client that you may be interested in, is look them up on LinkedIn, of course. You also want to consider researching them just through Google. So when we talk about like market research, you want to definitely dig and do the nuts and bolts. But you can do like basic research by Googling people. We can Google me and see what comes up. And that's a good starting point. But you also want to kind of understand their background, how long they've been in the role or position. Have they worked at other types of facilities? Are they in this role for a long period of time? So that's sometimes the information you can get from a LinkedIn or other social media profiles. So definitely do your research. Next, focus on your message. So, being able to bring together a presentation that really allows you to hit that message or hit that sale is really key. So, don't do what I sometimes do, which is become a little bit too chatty and get off topic, but be comfortable enough that if you do get off topic, for instance, if you and your potential client grew up in the same town or went to the same college or university, talking about that is still good because that kind of brings about a level of camaraderie. It allows the potential person or audience to connect with you on a different level than what they're intended for, which opens up many, many doors around building trust. So you want to make sure that your message is clear, concise, and relevant to your audience. Avoid overwhelming your audience with too much information and instead focus on key points that you want to make sure that you convey. So the key point piece is like super important. When you're doing a presentation to a potential client, you don't want to talk about everything. You really want to talk about who you are, what you do, and why they should work with you. And sometimes establishing those key points, those things that set you aside, or why should they work for you, or what's in it for them, really do take some time to develop and become comfortable with because you really want a presentation to a client or even to potential employees to be comfortable, to be natural. So you don't want to stand there and just read off a PowerPoint or just look at the PowerPoints. You want to make sure that you're engaging with the audience. You know, you want to make sure that you give them an opportunity to ask questions. So body language, of course, is the next one of the key components of creating good presentation skills. So some ways to work through this or manage it is to identify what your body language is. So some people are handsy like me. You guys can't see it because of the way the video is set up, but I'm very handsy. Some people talk really, really fast. I also suffer from that as well. Other people may, walk down the aisles. Those are forms of body language. May ask, hey, do you have any questions throughout the presentation versus waiting to the end? So the way you move your hands, the way you smile, those are all ways of using your body language. Smiling is a big thing. Smiling creates a level of comfort. It makes people know that you're happy and excited to be there, which also makes them happy and excited to be there. Shaking hands, some people like to do hugs. Making that connection really matters through how you interact with people via your body language, having meaningful impact on the listener through your body language. And this can help them better understand what you're saying and definitely any motives or things that you want them to do at the end. Your visuals. So you guys are actually looking at a visual that we did here in Canva, and I'm really excited to see Canva evolve from where it began, because being able to do these types of videos on Canva as presentations to you all here on YouTube really allows me to bring all those pieces together. So I've been using Canva for years, and doing the videos separately, you kind of download the presentation from Canva, you upload it here, you do all these things, but kind of bring it all together really makes it nice. I think they have a lot more options around aesthetics and visuals. So make sure you use a visual that is effective. You want to make sure that it's important to use visuals that effectively not only relay your message, but make sure it's not too heavy. So just like in this presentation that you guys are seeing today, we'll keep it short and sweet. It won't be super technical. We'll give you just a couple of key points. And then that also offers opportunities to allow for follow-up. So if people wanted to get more information about your agency or how the process works to work with you or for you, then that gives the opportunity for you to exchange information and then do the follow-ups from there, or kind of move the person over to the side if it's an in-person presentation and have that conversation at that time to kind of give them those next steps. So you want to keep your slides simple, but like I said, I'm excited with Canva. It's simple, but it's still pretty. The graphics are still nice. It's still on point with the topic. So I always enjoy doing it. And it's something that if you're doing like filmed presentations like this, you can do in the Canva tool. You want to avoid using too much text. Most people, or many people like myself, are visual. So I'm a visual learner. So I like to see visuals that not only tell me what it's doing, but also shows me, like you see here in this image. You want to use images and videos to illustrate your points and break up the monotony of the text. So I've told a lot of individuals over the past couple of months about using infographics. Those are amazing tools. We'll drop it here on the community tab to kind of send out to potential clients, but kind of just give like a highlight and a spotlight about what makes you different as an agency owner. It also allows you to drop some statistics, share a little information that you've researched about what's happening in their particular communities around, nursing and nurse staffing or healthcare staffing. So those are great tools that you can find here at Canva. Next, engage your audience. So sometimes that's hard because some people are shy. And one way that I've found to engage my audience is through humor. So having done lots and tons of presentations over the past 5 years, one of the ways that I try to connect is through humor or stories, but definitely humor and things that people can relate to. So it could be something as simple as the weather. So here, the weather's been wacky. That's a great way to engage your audience. If it's a larger audience, humor is always nice, things that they can relate to. The story that comes to mind was at the NosaCon that we had in 2022. And I kind of shared that I felt like, the energy from the night before was really lively. And then the morning, because morning always comes quickly, that I feel like I was working with the night shift nurses. So most of the people in the audience were nurses. They got it. It was funny, catchy, and it kind of opened up the engagement in the audience. So use stories, humor, interactive elements to help your presentation. We've also did at the NosaCon presentation, um, exchanging of virtual business cards. So that was a great tool to engage the audience. So be creative about it, think outside the box, and you don't have to do like your traditional standing at the podium or standing in front of your audience types of presentations because a lot of people enjoy the engagement. You want to also at the end, and this is one of the things I posted in the group, encourage questions and encourage feedback from your audience. You want to make sure that they got what they came there to get. You want to ensure that any questions that they have are answered or can be answered later. And you want to make sure that if something got missed on your presentation, that they can get the information directly from you. And then the last one, which is super, super, super duper important, is be prepared to adapt your presentation on the fly, not only based on the needs and interests of your audience, but also based on the needs and interests of technology. So, technology can be your friend, but sometimes it's not. So, you want to be prepared for those things as well. And then finally, send feedback. So, we always try to do surveys or reviews for people to have the opportunity to tell us how we did. This is a great way to get feedback from a client. Use that to improve your presentation skills so that you can become more effective as well as more comfortable because you never know when you'll be placed in a setting to do it. And it also gives you a chance to kind of tailor your presentation to the needs of your particular audience. So, this is all we have for today. We'll have some more upcoming videos or right behind this month as the month wraps up so swiftly. And we're excited here at the NOSA Group to have you guys checking out our YouTube channel if you haven't gotten a chance. Definitely feel free to go ahead and subscribe to our channel to catch some more of our latest content. Go out to also click on the community tab where you can get some information about what else is happening on our Facebook group and other platforms and stay informed and connected to our community. As always, thanks for being a part of our channel, and we will be chatting with you.